Bienvenidos, aloha, and welcome into TarTV. Alex Crawford Howard Kroom with you here from Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium, Yardley Court, and the side of tonight's home opener for your Newport Harbor Lady Sailors, the defending CIF Southern Section 4A title holders. The last time they played here at this court, Howard, was back on June 9th. They beat Rancho Christian 58-45, and they come in tonight 8-2 on the season, looking to continue their dominance and looking to build another championship season here under head coach Jillian Angel.
Well, I know they're feeling great coming in. They're the defending champs, so this is a championship program. All of the returners have the pedigree. They know how to get it done. So amazing season last year. They're just getting started. It's early, and it's going to be fun to watch them grow and try to fill in some of the gaps, because there were key seniors last year that really led this team to a championship that they're going to have to find a way to replace.
Two of their senior starters from last year's championship squad, Willa Rath and Daylin Renee, obviously not with the team, both graduated, but they do return quite a few familiar faces. Chase Dionio, Sydney Jover, Emma Foltz, Emma Coatsworth, some names that we said a lot last season, and Dionio coming in as a senior. She had a prolific junior year, and in the Sailors' last game Saturday, a 70-63 win over Long Beach Wilson, your alma mater, Howard, Sailors actually won the Pacifica Mariner Mayhem tourney. Chase Dionio named tournament MVP, so she is on her way to a big, potentially all-league, all-CIF type season.
Yeah, well, she was a star last year. She performed every time her team needed her to. She's a kid that's looking to pick up scholarship offers this year, led her team to a title, average, I think, 30 points a game in that tournament. So she's a stud, she's a scorer, does it all. But you talked about Sydney Jover, you talked about Emma Foltz, Coatsworth. There's just a ton of kids that are talented, that are experienced. And you mentioned Daylin Renee. She's actually sitting on the bench as a volunteer coach right now, so bringing a little bit more of that championship pedigree to the sideline.
Absolutely. Last year, Wave League champions, only the second time in school history that the Newport Harbor Lady Sailors were league champions. The other year was 93-94, so Coach Angel, Newport Harbor graduate class of 2009, building a real program here on Irvine Avenue. Opening tip controlled by the Sailors, and Sydney Jover runs point for Newport. Down low, Emma Foltz off the glass and good, and the Sailors are on the board first, 2-0.
Great ball movement, and we see Harbor coming out in that press break, or that press that we saw so much last year.
That's Sarah Assad poking in for Mission Viejo. No whistle, outlet pass. Foltz, Dionio to the cup, it rolls off.
And we expect to see a lot of that. Press into outlets, guards running the floor, looking to get fast break points by the Sailors.
Chase Dionio often looks like a soccer player out there, the way she runs the court back and forth. Inside to Abassi from Mission Viejo, a miss. Rebound corralled by Aisa Grum.
And this is a new starter right here. Grum, we didn't see her last season for the Sailors, so look to see how she integrates into the offense.
Dionio down low. Back to Coatsworth. Rebound, fought for, grab by Foltz. She goes back up with it off the glass and good. Sailors out of their lead, 4-0. First minute and 10 seconds of this game.
Great ball movement by the Sailors. Now big-time pressure.
Out of bounds, it'll stay with Mission Viejo. Looking for their first points of the evening.
Mission Viejo doesn't have the ball handlers to beat this Harbor press.
And there's Chase Dionio with a steal. We expect a lot of those from her this season. Dionio outside, pull up Jay, short. Rebound grab by Foltz, back to Dionio on the baseline, nothing but nylon.
Dionio, she can shoot mid-range. We know she's deadly from deep, goes to the basket hard, just a well-rounded offensive player.
Your 5 Sailor starters, Aisa Grum, Emma Coatsworth, Chase Dionio, Sydney Jover, and Emma Foltz. The Diablos have it outside. Jover defending. That's Olivia Gazzo attacking, missing. Rebound grab by Emma Foltz. And Jover brings it up across the timeline for the Sailors. Gets it on the elbow to Coatsworth. Back to Jover. Now Dionio has it. She's going to put it on the deck, go into the paint. The hoop and the harm, count it. 4 straight points for Chase Dionio, and she'll go to the line for 3 the hard way.
Seen her go to the line, go to the basket with the right hand and with the left hand tonight.
Free throw by Dionio, up and good. 5 straight points for the senior, and that Sailors pressure continues. Now Diablos break it, trying to get on the board for the first time tonight. In the corner, three-pointer from Abassi on the way. And a tough rebound, fought for and corralled by Fultz.
The size and athleticism of the Sailors is giving a big problem to Mission Viejo. The size on the inside and on the wing.
Aisa Grum runs point for the Newport Harbor Sailors. And now Coatsworth has it down low. Spin around in the paint. No. Fultz is there for another rebound. Back to Coatsworth. Same spot. This time she sinks it.
Fultz to Coatsworth. That's been a little two-man game in the post. It's been very effective tonight. We talk about that size. There it is.
Olivia Gazzo dribbles it up across midcourt for the Diablos. Guarded tightly by Dionio. Outside. Abassi shot on the way. And it caroms right into the hands of Aisa Grum. Grum, a top shot putter in the Sunset League. Tries to feed it down low to Dionio. It ricochets into the hands of Sophia Weiss. She'll bring it up for the Diablos, looking for their first points of the evening. Olivia Gazzo triggers a J and hits. First points of the night for the Diablos. Coming almost halfway through the first period here at Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium.
Well, we know the Sailors are known for their defense. That's something that really was an anchor of the championship team last year. Seeing the lockdown effort here tonight.
Feed inside is disrupted. And then Sophia Weiss draws the foul from Sydney Jover. First foul committed by the Sailors. We get some substitutions on the Diablos end. Checking into the game, Leah Sanchez as well as Zoe Augustine. And that's the senior point guard, Olivia Gazzo, bringing it up for them. Attacking in the paint. Kicks it out to Leah Sanchez, who has it poked away. Aisa Grum fighting for it, last touched by the Sailors. It'll remain with the Diablos, 14 on the shot clock.
Good job being aggressive by Gazzo of Mission Viejo, getting into the middle of the defense, putting some pressure, but still, once they get to the post, that length of Harbor just dissuades anybody from shooting a shot.
Jump shot on the way, air ball grabbed by Grum. She feeds it to Coatsworth. And here come the Sailors, same 5 starters, no subs yet for Newport. Jover to Fultz, down to Coatsworth. Contact on the shot, out of bounds. It was last touched by Sophia Weiss, who blocked Coatsworth's shot. Possession will remain with the Sailors.
That was Fultz dishing it to Coatsworth as she dives to the basket. More of that two-man high-low in the post.
Dionio inbounds it to Coatsworth. Up top, Grum, three-pointer on the way. The shooters roll. Aisa Grum's first points of the night. Sailors up big. And Newport Harbor making it very difficult for the Diablos to do anything.
Sydney Jover locking it down on defense.
Finally, Gazzo breaks the press, attacks, and it's going to be a blocking foul against Emma Coatsworth in the paint.
The best offense so far tonight for Mission Viejo has been Gazzo going to the basket, drawing a defender. And the only points they have is Gazzo pulling up and hitting a little shot from the elbow.
Outside, Assad now in the corner. Gazzo, three-pointer. Grum fights for it, and it was last touched by Mission Viejo, so it's going to go the Sailors' way.
I love to see Daylin Renee down there on the sideline. She has a whiteboard in her hand. Might be taking some stats, giving back to her program that she helped build. And we see Kate Bland come into the game, another returner from last season that made a lot of contributions. Dionio
has it beyond the three-point arc. Now she'll slash in, hang in the air, off the glass, and good. Unstoppable. 7 points so far for Chase Dionio.
A lot of contact out there. Dionio got hit on the arm. I thought when she went up, Emma Fultz just got mauled trying to go up for a shot. So Mission Viejo certainly playing hard.
Sailors retain possession. And Chase Dionio will inbound it for Newport. She gets it in. Jover triggers a triple short. Dionio saves it, but it bounces into the hands of Olivia Gazzo. She'll bring it up for Mission Viejo. Assad cutting, swatted out of bounds by Kate Bland, who just checked into the game.
Kate Bland always makes big plays, gets a lot of rebounds, good defensive position. She knows her role and does it well.
Gazzo will inbound for the Diablos. She throws it right to Chase Dionio, looking like a defensive back, now going coast to coast, and she had it blocked out of bounds.
I swear there's contact on a lot of these plays. You know, Dionio goes to the basket hard, puts her head down. She's going to fight through whatever's coming.
I think at this point in her career, Chase Dionio should get the LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant treatment of getting the star calls. In the corner, she triggers a three and sinks it. 10 points in this game, in this quarter, for Chase Dionio.
Opportunity to get a couple more.
Pulls up, rims out, gets a rebound, in the paint, floater won't go.
And I'm over here throwing my hands up wanting to call for a foul. It's 19-2. Let me relax. We're just out here trying to get better. It's early in December. Haven't gotten into season or league play yet.
Olivia Gazzo to inbound it for Mission Viejo. Now Zoe Angustain brings it up, and a blocking foul going to be called against the Sailors. That is Aisa Grum with the foul, her first. Sailors lead big, 19-2, 2:03 remaining in this quarter. Chase Dionio has 10 of those 19 points for Newport Harbor. Here's Gazzo. Stopped her dribble. Back to Gazzo. Outside. Assad drives, floater. Count it! She got hit on the arm and she puts it home. Sarah Assad, the junior point guard, going to go to the line for one free throw.
Sarah Assad, she's a good basketball player, just a little bit undersized compared to some of these Harbor defenders. And Gazzo, really good point guard, gets her team involved, capable ball handler. Like I said, Diablo's just a little outmatched by Harbor.
Assad's one free throw misses. Bland grabs the rebound for Newport. Final 2 minutes of the first quarter. Sailors' lead is 15. Newport Harbor looking for win number 10 on the season. They are 8-2. Kate Bland to the hoop. No basket, but she got whacked on the forearm, and she will go to the line for two free throws.
There she is in good position. Set a good screen. Called for the ball, went to the basket with her left hand.
Kate Bland and the Sailors last game against Long Beach. Wilson, 12 points, 8 rebounds. On Saturday, that championship game from the Pacifica Mariner Mayhem tourney. Second free throw, up and good. Sailors lead 21-4. Final 90 seconds of this opening quarter. The press is back on. And the Diablos have rarely been able to counter it tonight. Out of bounds. Zoe Angustain could not handle the pass from Gazzo, and Chase Dionio will inbound for Newport.
Gazzo trying to direct traffic, trying to get her teammates in place. Definitely an uphill battle for the Diablos.
Here comes the senior. Dionio gets around a screen from Coatsworth, straight to the cup. Triple team comes, and she puts it home. Dionio with 12 in the quarter. And a travel called against the Diablos. Newport, again, we don't have stats here in front of us, but it's just been forced turnover after forced turnover from the Sailors defense so far early in this game, Howard.
Well, this is an experienced defense. They press the heck out of the ball, and here they go looking to go inside.
Coatsworth, easy money on the feed from Jover. Newport up 21. Bland tips it, but it ends up back in the hands of Sarah Assad. Euro step, and Coatsworth says no.
Coatsworth with the block. She was one-on-one on the defense, got her hands up.
Gazzo, too strong. Here comes Dionio, pushing it ahead. Now she'll pull it back out.
She might shoot it.
Down low, Kate Bland all alone, one dribble, and home. Substitution, Emma Foltz checks back into the game, replacing Emma Coatsworth. 30 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Newport up 27-4. Shot clock is off. Game clock is at 20. Assad now in the corner. Angustain, way too strong. Kate Bland has it, and Newport will control for the final shot of the opening quarter.
Diablo's just trying to get a shot up when there's even an inch of space because it's been that tough tonight.
Jover outside, inside to Foltz. One dribble up, too strong. The horn sounds. That does it for the first. 12 points for Chase Dionio, 27 for the Sailors. They lead by 23. 27-4 your score. We'll have second quarter action for you when we come back. You're watching Newport Harbor Girls Hoops on TarTV. Welcome back into TarTV. Alex Crawford, Howard Kroom with you here. Good to be back at Yardley Court, Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. Last time we called a game in here, Howard, it was this team winning the championship, Division 4A against Rancho Christian, and they picked up right where they left off. Sailors lead 27-4.
Remind me, Alex, was that a comeback victory? It was a close game, wasn't it, or no?
It was a close game. I think this is what I remember. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Rancho Christian had a run, made it close, and the Newport just stepped on the gas.
Ran away with it, okay.
And that's a good start to the second quarter for Mission Viejo.
Well, we saw a lot of big leads last year for this team, so they're used to getting the whole roster in sometimes.
And that was Kate Leib in the game for the first time. She missed, but Emma Foltz was there to put it home.
That's a young player, sophomore, getting some action early in the game. That's good for her.
Jover with the steal, finds Dionio, who's already down, cutting to the hoop. She puts it up, she was fouled, and Dionio will go to the line to shoot two. And Howard, if we want to throw it back to last season again, I remember the first time we called a game for the Lady Sailors. Chase Dionio put on a show. I think she had 26, 33 points, double-digit steals. And that's what we're used to seeing out of her. That's what she's given us so far tonight.
I remember one time we were trying to figure out, is she at 40 yet? It was just ridiculous.
Foltz puts that one in. Sailors up 25, 31-6.
So much experience out there for the Sailors. Even Ellie Robinson, we didn't mention her. She was a freshman last year, got a ton of minutes. She's coming back as a veteran, only a sophomore.
Even though the Sailors did graduate Willa Rath and Daylin Renee, two keys to that championship team, they do return so much experience from seniors to sophomores.
And think about the advantage that is, that these girls, they're not just trying to feel each other out. It's just an extension of last year.
Dionio three-pointer, misses. Rebound corralled by Kate Leib. And then Jover pulls up from the free throw line. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Sailors. Great hustle.
That's one thing we always liked about the Sailors last year was the hustle, the tenacious effort on defense particularly. They're just always hustling, flying around.
Feed down low. Leib puts it home. Going to work.
Nice drop step by the sophomore.
Great footwork.
Good touch off the glass. Love to see that kind of post game.
Diablos being harassed by the Sailors. Dionio tips it. Now Jover going to pull up, baseline, shot misses. Rebound Gazzo. And we got a officials timeout.
Is there some blood? I think they said there's blood somewhere on somebody's hand. Looks like Emma Fultz might have some blood on the back of her jersey.
That doesn't surprise me from Emma Fultz. She plays so aggressive.
If there's somebody out there with blood on their jersey or with a bruise on them, it's going to be Emma Fultz, or she was at least involved in the play, I'd have to imagine.
She's like, what? I didn't even know I was bleeding. Leave me in the game. Our officials tonight, V. Wong and Richard Suzuki, holding it down for our CAF officiating crew. And after the little break in the action, 6 minutes to play until halftime. Newport up big. Olivia Gazzo runs point for the Mission Viejo Diablos.
And we see Reese Rasmussen in the game for the Sailors. Another returner. Didn't get a lot of minutes last year, but certainly part of that championship team, so brings some experience back.
And there's Rasmussen pressuring. Jover comes over and forces a jump ball. Possession arrow will go with Newport Harbor. And that's another thing that the Sailors, that they did last season that jumped out to us, but that they've continued is they're up 27 right now, and they're playing like it's a tie game, or they're really playing like they're down. And we noticed that throughout their season, throughout their championship run, they continue to do that. Coach Angel's squad so tenacious as Dionio scores her 14th point of the evening, and the Sailors add to their humongous lead.
The one thing the Sailors did change is they no longer have the press on in the front court. They're falling back into their zone immediately. Coach Angel keeping it classy.
Gazzo penetrates, now kicks it back out. Dionio's there. Read that one, takes it to the cup and lays it home. Dionio with 16. She might get 30 in this one, Howard.
She certainly might. If Coach leaves her in, she can't help but get 30 sometimes.
She's a real hooper.
And a big part of it is because she doesn't just do it on offense. She creates her own points by running, by getting steals.
Jump ball possession hour goes this time to the Diablos as we get a couple substitutions coming into the game for Mission Viejo. Sarah Assad and Sophia Weiss. Jover tips it to Dionio. Back to Jover. And the senior point guard goes to the hoop, puts it in. 39-6. Sailors just keep getting buckets, and it's all started on the defensive end. Here's Gazzo penetrating, throwing up a wild shot. Poked out of bounds, last touched by Ellie Robinson. Newport Harbor 8-2 on the season. They bring a 4-game win streak into tonight as Chase Dionio gets her first rest of the evening. Miley Akana checks into the game for the first time.
Emma Coatsworth.
Tough rebound. She hits the deck. So it's Coatsworth, Rasmussen, Akana, Jover, and Ellie Robinson out there for the sale. Oh, sorry, Aisa Grum back in the game now as well.
You've got a mix of some experience, some veterans, some younger players. This is a good lineup for Coach Angels to get a look at.
That's senior Sydney Jover running point. Outside to Akana. They work it around back to Jover. Up top, Grum. Jover, deadly from three. She triggers one. It's a little short. Coatsworth is there for the rebound. Jover has it in the corner. Back up top, Coatsworth. Shot clock at 17. Jover in the corner. Another triple on the way. This time it's good. Sydney Jover from downtown. Sailors up 36 points.
Sydney Jover's going to get them up. We've seen her hit, 3, 4, 5, a bunch of threes in one game before.
Sailors' three-point shooting last postseason, a huge aid to them on their championship run. Floater won't go. Rebound, Aisa Grum. That's Jover with it.
A lot of playmaking responsibilities on Jover when this group's in the game.
Beautiful find. Akana to Grum. A miss, but Grum's got it in the corner. Back up top to Jover. Passes intercepted by Sarah Assad, trying to go coast to coast. Oh, and she finds Libby Abbasi, can't put it home. Rebound Rasmussen, and now Akana going to dribble it up for the Sailors. Final 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the second period. Sydney Jover, hand off to Grum, inside Akana, bounces it to Rasmussen, tons of contact, a whistle and a foul. Reese Rasmussen will go to the line shooting 2.
Great ball movement by the Sailors. Streaking Akana gets the ball to Rasmussen with good position. It leads to a foul and a trip to the free throw line. That's a great way to execute the offense.
First foul shot by Rasmussen won't go. And we get a substitution for the Diablos. Leah Sanchez checks back into the game for them. No subs here for the Sailors. Rasmussen's second shot, pinballs home. 1 for 2 at the free throw line. The senior. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play till halftime. Sailors' lead continues to balloon to 37, excuse me. Make it 35 as Sarah Assad puts one off the glass and in. Here comes Sydney Jover.
You can take your foot off the gas on offense a little bit, but it's hard to do that defensively.
Jover thought about a 3, inside to Coatsworth in the paint, doing work.
Coatsworth showing great touch tonight, finishing around the basket.
Pass deflected by Akana. Coatsworth ends up with it. Now Jover pushes the pace. Free throw line, off the glass and good. Sydney Jover called bank. Sailors up 39.
And that's offense that's getting started by the defense, just like we see there, almost a steal by Rasmussen.
Akana forced the bad pass. She hit Shelby Bibler on the wrist, so she'll get whistled for a foul, not a shooting foul. Sailors' lead is 39. 1 minute and 20 seconds to play in the second quarter. Libby Abbasi stopped her dribble, now hands it off to Assad. Sailors are harassing. Abbasi, wild shot, and she got hit as she shot it. She'll go to the line shooting 2.
Like you said, Sailors just harassing Mission Viejo. Tenacious on-ball defenders. Makes it to where the Diablos can't even get their half-court offense started.
Daisy Kavanaugh set to check in for the first time tonight for Newport Harbor. Another new face for the Sailors. She replaces Emma Foltz.
Looks like she might have replaced Akana. Foltz looks like she snuck on the court to pick up a little piece of plastic or something.
That's correct. Akana heads to the bench. Foltz stays on the bench. And we got 60 seconds to play in the second period. Outside, Kavanaugh in the game. And pulling up for shots already.
Let it go again.
She thought about it. Coatsworth, spin around. Tipped by Rasmussen. Back to Grum, and finally the Diablos come away with a defensive rebound. Abbasi going to push the pace. She goes hard to the cup. Wild shot, misses. Rebound grab by Kavanaugh.
If Coatsworth would have hit that turnaround, I was about to say she really looks like Hakeem the Dream after an offseason.
That's real. Jover, back to Coatsworth. 2 dribbles, now back to Sydney Jover. She's going to attack. Final 17 seconds. Shot clock's at 8. Kavanaugh, Grum. Oh, and
somebody's got to shoot it. The most natural offensive player with this group is Sydney Jover. But this is why you get these reps and this experience.
A rare turnover for the Sailors. And Mission Viejo will bring it down. 4 seconds to play in the quarter. Outside, Abbasi has it tipped. Diablo's got to throw up a prayer. Madison Davenport does. She misses, and we head to halftime. Newport Harbor 47, Mission Viejo 8. We'll have a brief break, and we'll come back for the second half of action here from the home opener for the defending CIF Southern Section D4A champs, your Newport Harbor Sailors. You're watching Newport Harbor Girls Hoops on TarTV. Quickly. Hey. That was like April or May. I was thinking about how we pull a lot of football games. We did like a bunch of games out at like the club football league. I was doing the math, we were like, yeah, that's a lot. Great experience. Getting 30 football reps a year made this possible because there's no way you could do that. Like, there's only so many games. Like, we were Welcome back into TarTV. Alex Crawford, Howard Kroom with you. Third quarter underway. Sailors in control, 47-8. Sydney Jover tried a triple, missed. Now feeds it inside to Fultz. It caroms out. The rebound is grabbed by Isa Grum. Back inside to Fultz, and this time it goes home.
I know that was from Isa Grum, but what's a big man, a post player combo that we've seen? Tim Duncan, David Robinson. I just see Fultz and Coatsworth going post to post over and over. I just love that little combo.
No, it is. It's classic. Gazzo, three-pointer won't go. Here comes Dionio. David Robinson, Tim Duncan would be a fair comparison.
Pau Gasol, Andrew Bynum.
Okay.
A little more modern.
Okay. Here's Assad trying to go coast to coast. She puts it home after the steal. Mission Viejo down big, but bringing a little energy out of the gates in the second half.
Mission Viejo still got their spirits up, still playing hard, not getting discouraged, even though obviously it's a huge deficit.
Jover in the corner, down low. Coatsworth turns around. That's Grum fighting for the rebound. She tips it out to Fultz. Back up top to Dionio. 16 first half points for the senior Chase Dionio. Now she slices, stops, pops, and puts it home.
She did the same motion on that stop as she does when she goes to the basket, head down, but this time she pulled back with a beautiful mid-range jumper.
That's something I'm excited about watching Newport Harbor Sailors girls hoops this season as Gazzo puts it in. What new tricks does Chase Dionio have in her bag for her senior year? Because you know she was putting in work in the shortened off season.
Absolutely. I expect her to be a little more polished on offense, which is going to be hard to do when she averaged dang near 25 points last season.
In the corner, Grum, pump fake, finds Dionio all alone. Quick trigger, boom! Chase Dionio. 5 straight points for her. She's got 21 on the night. That's Gazzo running point for the Diablos. Now she's going to drive in, draws contact, no call, rebound grabbed by Coatsworth.
Back-to-back drives by Gazzo. She went to the basket the previous time, felt like she had the advantage, went back to it, but Fultz beat her to the spot on the second one.
Fultz, Grum, Dionio in the corner, another three on the way. Rims off, rebound grabbed by Mission Viejo. Here comes Gazzo. She's going to pull up for a triple. Off the front of the cup. Misses. Rebound grabbed by Grum. And the senior, one of the best shot putters in the Sunset League, will trigger a three-pointer. Puts it home. Isa Grum from long range.
And her deep ball looks like it's effortless. It's almost a set shot with a high arc on it, and you can tell it's going in when it leaves her hands.
Gazzo attacking, spins in the lane, kicks it out. Assad, 2 dribbles. Now she'll throw a floater up off the glass and good. Sarah Assad, the junior, puts it in for the Diablos.
Assad is crushing it right now. She's got 6 or 8 points, doing well. Good touch with the ball. Just a little bit outsized.
Dionio feeds it inside to Foltz, back out to Coatsworth. Now Jover on the perimeter. Dionio all alone. She hit a 3 earlier. Oh, just a bit too strong. It rolls off. Halfway through the third period, Sailors lead 57-14. Now Dionio poking it away from Gazzo. Assad going to drive in, tries a floater from the other angle, gets her own rebound, and is fouled. That's tough. Sarah Assad, 5'1" junior, going up between the Emmas, Emma Foltz and Emma Coatsworth. That's a tough assignment.
That's a tough assignment for anybody, let alone a 5'1" guard. Those are 2 physical players. Both subbing out of the game right now.
Ellie Robinson, Kate Bland, and Maddie Williams check in to the game for the Sailors. Williams getting her first minutes. Great defense there by Kate Bland. Dionio finds Robinson, misses. Here comes Sarah Assad. Draws a lot of contact, and that is going to be a blocking foul against Aisa Grum.
That was a physical collision by Grum and Assad. Grum taking some punishment tonight.
Well, I know Aisa Grum. I've seen her on strength and conditioning coach Eddie Steele's Instagram, coming in getting that 5 a.m. weight room work. You don't finish in the top 3 in Sunset League in shot put if you're not pumping iron. I would not want to be Sarah Assad colliding with her. Assad puts that one in, splits a pair of free throws. Sailors lead 57-15. It's a lot of math. It's a lot of math to be done to figure out that differential. I'm not used to scores like this. It's been a minute.
Well, you've got that Newport Harbor education, so I'm going to leave it up to you.
Coach Angel is a math teacher here at Newport Harbor. Inside Dionio, fighting for it, goes hard to the hoop and draws the foul. Chase Dionio will go to the line for a pair of free throws. 3:10 to play in the third quarter.
Chase Dionio bailing her team out of a little bit of a jam. Harbor wasn't getting the ball movement or spacing that they wanted offensively on that last possession, but Dionio, her stick-to-itness allows her to get to the free throw line.
And the senior, the tournament MVP from the Pacifica Mariner Mayhem tourney the Sailors played in last week. Dionio misses both free throws, but Aisa Grum grabs the rebound, feeds it back to Dionio on the baseline in traffic. Kate Bland has it blocked. Grum throws up a wild shot. Now Dionio in the corner, three-pointer, short. Rebound, last touched by Gazzo for the Diablos. Possession will remain with the Sailors as Kate Lieb checks back in the game for Newport Harbor. Coach Angel going to take a timeout. We'll keep it right here. And Howard, obviously, Sailors firmly in control of this game, 57-15, but they haven't been getting the same production in the second half of this quarter that we saw throughout the first half.
Yeah, Coach Angel rotating a lot of different players in this third quarter. She wants to see who can she go to. This is still a team that's playing hard. Obviously, Mission Viejo is not going to come back, but this is an opportunity for some subs to get in with the starters and to be in on their own. And maybe she can find somebody who's a new scorer, somebody who can run the second unit and be poised. So these are opportunities for her to play with the lineups and see what she has.
Your 5 on the floor for the Sailors: Dionio, Maddie Williams, Kate Lieb, Ellie Robinson, and Aisa Grum. Grum outside, now Dionio. Mid-range J is true. She's got 23. Will we see her hit 30? We have before. So prolific in scoring last year, Dionio, and she's picked up right where she left off.
Well, the thing about Dionio, she could do it in a couple of possessions, a bucket, a quick steal, and a 3. I mean, it happened so fast with her.
Three-pointer on the way from Mission Viejo. That's Abassi missing. Gazzo grabs the rebound. Now Ellie Robinson on the floor fighting for it, and a timeout taken by Jessica Barber, Diablo's head coach. As Gazzo was on the ground in trouble. More pressure defense from the Sailors. 59-15 Sailors lead. Newport Harbor on a 4-game win streak, averaging 55 points a game this season. So they're already over that, and they're giving up an average of 38 points per game against them. Now you compare that to Mission Viejo, who has a -10 average point differential, 38 points per game for the Diablos, giving up 48. And Mission Viejo, they come into the contest tonight 4-5 on the year. Sailors, as I said, 8-2. After the timeout, Gazzo has it. Top of the key, guarded by Grum. Now Gazzo's going to drive in the paint. Stops her dribble, throws up a wild shot, but draws the foul. And Olivia Gazzo will go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws.
In the third quarter now, we've seen Coach Angel and the Sailors go to a man defense. So early on, they started out in a press that dropped back to a 2-1-2 zone. Now going with the man look. You need game reps at both. You can't always be in the zone, so this is good experience for everybody involved.
Gazzo sinks the first, and Akana checks back into the game for Newport, replacing Issa Grum. Another fresh face for the Sailors. Akana, just a sophomore, getting some more minutes tonight. Gazzo sinks a pair, and Dionio will run point for CIF Southern Section D4A champion Newport Harbor. Akana has it beyond the perimeter. Now they feed it down low to Live, who has it roll off, gets her own rebound, puts up a shot, misses. Picks up 2 offensive boards on that one. Now from downtown, Dionio short. Another offensive board for the Sailors. Another shot, no. And it goes out of bounds, last touch by Mission Viejo. So the Sailors with plenty of opportunities on that possession, just unable to put it home.
Kate Live is going to be okay for the Sailors. Great hands, getting big offensive rebounds.
Ellie Robinson misses a 3. Kate Live has her 4th offensive rebound of this possession. And now Akana going to pull up for a triple. Another offensive board for Newport, and finally, Mission Viejo takes it away. Gazzo picks that one up and then is fouled on the wrist. So it'll be Diablos basketball with 1 minute, 21 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Bunch of kids off of that freshman team from last year with some potential for Newport Harbor.
That's a Bossy poking in, has it swatted by Dionio. The outlet pass intercepted. Gazzo goes hard to the cup, off the glass, and puts it home. A tough shot for the senior. It's a 40-point Sailor lead with the final minute ticking away here in the third quarter. Sailors turnover. Here comes Gazzo. Tries to split the double team, and a little too much mustard on that one. Turnover coming back the other way. Dionio dribbles it up. Gazzo picks off the pass from Williams. Thought about pulling up for 3. Outside to Assad. Back to Gazzo. Works around Dionio. Off the glass. A miss. Out of bounds. Last touch by Newport.
Gazzo got to the basket, had a clean layup. You don't get a lot of those opportunities against Newport, so you got to capitalize if you're Mission Viejo.
Gazzo has it, guarded by Akana. Puts it on the deck. Tries to split a triple team, and she'll go to the line for another pair of free throws. Gazzo turning up the offensive intensity in this quarter for the Diablos.
And you know what it is? It's the man defense that's allowing Gazzo to get to the basket. When there was a zone and you have Emma Coatsworth in the middle and you got Emma Foltz on the back line, if you beat your person, if you beat your defender, you've got some big bodies standing in there that doesn't allow you to just go up with it. But in a man defense, Gazzo can find her way all the way to the basket and get to the line.
Second free throw rims out for Gazzo. And Ellie Robinson dribbles it up for Newport Harbor. 12 seconds on the game clock in the third quarter. Shot clock is off. Akana tried to feed it inside to Robinson. It was tipped. And now Abassi pulls up for a shot. Dionio grabs the rebound. Heaves up a half-court shot. Oh! Almost went in. I don't know if it would have counted, but it would have been something for the highlight reel. We head to the fourth. Sailors up 39, 59-20. Your score, 8 minutes on the clock. We'll have the fourth quarter for you when we come back. Sailors home opener here from Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. You're watching on TarTV. Welcome back into TarTV. Alex Crawford, former Long Beach Wilson big man Howard Kroom with you here from Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. Howard, Sailors last game, they lost to Long Beach Wilson 70-63. They won the Pacifica Mariner Mayhem tournament, and they come into tonight on a 4-game win streak, looking to run it to 5.
Well, I am a Long Beach Wilson former post player, but more importantly, an Oregon State intramural rec league post player as well.
Where would you say you had your better hooping career?
Wow, that's an excellent question.
At the Dixon Rec Center in Corvallis, or at the gym in Long Beach?
At the Rec Center in Corvallis, I got to call my own number whenever I wanted. I was typically bigger than everybody, so I'm going to have to give it to intramurals. I got to shine out there.
And that is Daisy Kavanaugh drawing the foul for the Sailors.
And you know who we talked about doing that to bring it back to the Newport Harbor Sailors? Somebody like Willa Rath.
Oh, yeah.
At Boise State on the rec courts, just giving people the absolute business in intramurals.
Oh, in the co-ed intramural, she's tearing it up right now. We need to get a report from Coach Angel as Jover triggers a 3 and hits nothing but net. Sydney Jover, so pure with their stroke. 62-20, Sailors lead. Gazzo attacking, spins, and it rolls off. Tough rebound fought for, corralled by Kate Bland, and Jover will bring it up.
There's Gazzo again, getting to the basket. She's got a tough spin move.
Akana, three-pointer, rolls off. Tough rebound from Kate Bland, and she'll go to the line. Fouled on the putback attempt. A pair of free throws coming for the Sailors senior. Kate Bland, 12 points, 8 rebounds in their championship game Saturday against Long Beach Wilson. Dionio had 29 in that one, and Aisa Grum had 5 points, 12 boards, and 4 assists. Of course, Dionio was tournament MVP, and Jover was named to first team all-tournament. Sailors lead grows to 44. 6 minutes and 15 seconds to play. Here comes Olivia Gazzo. She's dialed it up offensively in this second half. She's looking to go to work on Kate Bland. Pulls up, in and out, misses. Rebound, Jover. Akana tries another triple. Too strong. Rebound grab by Kavanaugh. Now Jover thought about a 3. Back up top to Kavanaugh.
They get it back to Jover. You know she's not afraid to shoot it.
Gazzo tips it. Almost does her best Chase Dionio impression and brings it back the other way. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Sailors. And now we do have a running clock here in the fourth quarter. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Jover, triple. Short, Akana. Rebound. Back to Kavanaugh. Sailors working the perimeter. Kavanaugh, deep two-pointer. Misses everything. Rasmussen can't corral it. It's a turnover. Ball back to the Diablos.
We talked about it earlier. That's a group that doesn't find offense naturally. Might be settling for some three-pointers, but doing a good job playing this man defense.
Gazzo dribbles in. Now back out to Sophia Weiss, guarded by Akana. Bounce pass back to Gazzo. She'll try another 3 off the back of the cup.
Gazzo will not be discouraged tonight. She knows the assignment, which is to get shots up, and every time she gets a look, she lets it go.
Ellie Robinson, who got a lot of minutes on varsity as a freshman last year. She checks back into the game, replacing Akana. And Emma Foltz waits by the scorer's table ready to check back in. Gazzo puts it on the deck, guarded by Kavanaugh. Splits the lane, goes hard to the hoop.
She just can't get it to fall.
Sydney Jover leaking out. Now she'll kick it back out, trying to get it to Rasmussen. Can't get it there. Here comes the Diablos. Sophia Weiss. Gazzo fighting for the rebound. She comes away with it. Now she'll pull up from the corner. Oh!
I'm rooting for her to hit at this point.
Now she's working hard.
She's working hard, putting her body on people.
She will get whistled for the foul there. Not a shooting foul. Sydney Jover draws the foul, and Emma Foltz checks back into the game, replacing Kate Bland.
Coach working some of the starters, some of the mainstays back in for the fourth quarter. Emma Foltz didn't get a ton of third quarter minutes, though.
Daisy Kavanaugh from downtown puts it home. Our first time seeing her. We didn't see her last season, Howard, so this being the home opener, our first broadcast. Junior guard hits a triple. Sailors up 46 points, 3 minutes, 10 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Gazzo, she hits one, finally. Good to see that go in for Olivia Gazzo.
Now she's feeling it, yelling, let's go. You get energized when you see the ball go through the hoop.
Kavanaugh, pull up Jay. She got hit on the wrist and should go to the line shooting a pair.
I love that kind of energy out of Gazzo. Don't tell her it's a 44, 43-point game.
No, she's been working hard all game, but really in the second half. She's been attacking, trying to put the team on her back. Missed a couple three-point attempts, so good to see one go in for her as Kavanaugh's first free throw rolls home.
Well, once the man defense started, she felt like with her ball handling skills and, you know, she's got good enough size to keep people off of her. She creates mismatches.
Chase Dionio remains on the bench for the Sailors. She's got 23. Kavanaugh misses the second after hitting the first. That's Sophia Weiss running point for the Mission Viejo Diablos. Sailors have dominated this game from the opening tip. Weiss goes reverse and puts it home. Beautiful bucket.
The Mission Viejo bench explodes like that was a game winner. You love to see kids rooting for their teammates, happy for the success of others. It's a beautiful thing about high school sports.
Jover considered a three-pointer. Now Foltz wants to try one. Oh, it rims out. The Sailors bench wanted that. Kavanaugh grabs the rebound, back to Foltz. Cross-court pass. Robinson off the glass, no good. There's Foltz for the board. Back to Jover. Kavanaugh. Foltz. Rasmussen, every Sailor getting a touch. And it goes out of bounds off the foot of Ellie Robinson. It's a turnover. Final minute, 15 seconds as the running clock continues to tick here at Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium.
The Sailors bench getting excited for their players as well. So both teams still having fun out here.
Sophia Weiss, she pulls up for a three. Rebound grabbed by the Diablos. And now Madison Davenport puts one home for Mission Viejo. Head coach Jessica Barber loving it. Cheers from her teammates. Less than 1 minute to play. Foltz controls it. Hands it off to Jover. Now Foltz tries another three. Short. Rasmussen fighting for the rebound. Count, save it.
Foltz not necessarily known as a three-point shooter, but does have good touch, makes her free throws, so you expect to see one or two of those go in this season if she keeps shooting them.
She wanted one of those badly.
We've seen her make them in warm-ups.
Coming down the other way and scoring is Leah Sanchez. Shot clock is off, game clock at 13. Jover will dribble it across the timeline for the Sailors. 67-30, Newport leads. And the clock will strike 0. The horn sounds, and that'll do it. Here from Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium, our home opener for the defending CIF Southern Section D4A champs. One of the best, if not the best, girls hoops team in Newport Harbor school history. They keep things rolling into this new season. They move, Newport Harbor does, to 9-2 on the year, a 47-point victory tonight over Mission Viejo, 67-30. The Diablos drop to 4-6. And the Sailors keep chugging along, looking like they picked up right where they left off on June 9th when they last played in this building. Championship win over Rancho Christian. Howard, first impressions of the Sailors here early in the season?
First impressions are that the Sailors look really strong. You know, we expected them to come back with a lot of the same intensity that they brought last year, and it's still here. We loved the defense, the hustle that Coach Angel's team brought last year, and those aren't things that are going to leave just because a couple people graduate. Those are staples of this program, and it shows up here tonight, holding your opponent to 30 points, putting up 67. It's a team that starts with the defense, starts with the hustle, and the experience to match it. It just makes them a tough team to get out.
Absolutely. We will work through the preseason here in December, and then come January, it's Sunset League, it's league play time, and the Sailors, given the way last season ended, they have their sights not just set on another league title, a Wave League title, but they have their sights set on a good postseason run. I was talking to Coach Angel earlier this year, and she said because of their success last season at the D4A level, they'll likely be moved up, maybe playing D3 or D2, so they'll have a little bit tougher competition come this postseason if they should make it there. Obviously, they still have work to do, but I'm excited, Howard, here, our first home game, our first TarTV broadcast for the Lady Sailors. I'm excited to see what this team can do. Yes, they graduated Will Rath and Dalen Renee, but they bring back Emma Coatsworth, Chase Dionio, Sydney Jover, Emma Foltz, Kate Bland, so many names, Ellie Robinson. So I'm excited to see what they can do this season. It was fun to get another girls hoops game under our belt.
Absolutely. Can't wait till the next one. It's always fun to watch these girls, and hopefully we have another long postseason run to cap off this season at the end.
Absolutely. For all the players and parents, coaches of the Newport Harbor girls basketball team who tuned in tonight, we thank you very much. We'll be back for some more girls hoops broadcasts this season on TarTV. For our TarTV crew here, for my broadcast partner Howard Kroom, and for Principal Dr. Sean Bolton, Athletic Director Jerry Murray, we thank you for tuning in tonight. This is Alex Crawford saying, from Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium to Davidson Field, from the bell tower to the pool deck, you've been watching Newport Harbor Girls Hoops on TarTV. Go Sailors!